Why do many couples in love increasingly start to look alike? Let's look at these pictures of couples. The most common feedback received for these photos is that the two people have Tướng Phu Thê, a look of destined spouses. We often hear our elders' grandparents, aunts, and uncles talk a lot about Tướng Phu Thê when they see two people in love who share similar features on their faces. Usually, men's faces have strong, angular features, while women's faces carry soft, graceful lines. When looked at separately, one person's face might not have any specific detail resembling the other's. But when viewed as a whole, both faces radiate a sense of similarity. That's something special, and people call it Tướng Phu Thê, or the look of husband and wife. Tướng Phu Thê is completely different from the resemblance between siblings. Specifically, siblings in a family often have similar facial features due to genetic inheritance and the blood relationship among family members. In contrast, couples who have Tướng Phu Thê are mostly strangers who didn't know each other before, yet, in some miraculous way, they develop similar facial features. Tướng Phu Thê is also a separate concept from doppelgangers. The term doppelganger refers to unrelated people, not blood relatives or kin, who might not even be from the same country, yet they share a very similar appearance. Although both concepts refer to the phenomenon of external resemblance between individuals not sharing blood, doppelgangers have no connection to cohabitation or any romantic relationship. It's simply a random phenomenon in the process of human genetics and development. Meanwhile, Tướng Phu Thê is not a coincidence. It is believed to be the result of a long-term bond. Researchers offer the following arguments to explain this Tướng Phu Thê phenomenon. One of the most common explanations for Tướng Phu Thê is the familiarity effect. Humans tend to be attracted to, or always try to find, someone similar to themselves in terms of educational background, height, age, and, of course, facial features. This is scientifically known as assortative mating. A study on genetic similarity among couples, conducted by Benjamin Doming and colleagues at the University of Colorado, and published in 2014, also indicated that married couples share more similar DNA segments than randomly paired couples. This suggests that couples with similar genotypes are more likely to marry each other than those with different genotypes. People with the same genotype tend to find greater harmony and resonance in their souls. Furthermore, there is a hypothesis based on the research of psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud, which suggests that humans always tend to seek partners who subconsciously remind us of our parents. A study on the similarity between potential partners and parents, conducted by scientists at the University of Glasgow and published in 2017, showed that heterosexual individuals rated photos of potential partners as more attractive when they bore resemblances to their own parents. It's normal for us to physically resemble our parents, so by this transitive property, the person we find attractive will also share some similarities with ourselves. The second reason is attributed to the theory of unconscious mimicry. An article published in the journal PLOS analyzed photographs of people when they first married and then 25 years later. Experts found that most couples began to look alike in the later photos. This is considered a phenomenon of empathetic mimicry that occurs between people in deeply committed relationships. This theory is based on the fundamental principle that we mimic the people closest to us due to intimacy. Couples gradually develop higher levels of empathy for each other. They share many moments together, and everything they experience affects their body language and emotional state. These experiences gradually leave their mark on their faces. Sometimes, even a couple's wrinkles can form in the same positions. Furthermore, when two people live together for a long time, they often adopt similar eating habits, lifestyles, and living environments. And this, of course, also impacts their appearance. While it's true that people whose appearances increasingly align in positive ways indicate a higher level of marital satisfaction, fostering harmony and relationship quality, the physical resemblance between spouses is not the sole determining factor for a family's happiness. We shouldn't use Tướng Phu Thê as a standard for choosing a life partner, and even less should we use it as an excuse to justify each other's bad habits, flaws, or negative personality traits. After getting married, if you consider it unnecessary to take care of yourself like you did when you were single, leading both of you to become lazy, messy, and indulge in food from restaurants until both your faces and bodies become overweight. Then will that chuang fu the even be there at that point?